Ireland, a mystical land that's been whored out on the world stage for profit. And if you can just turn it to the side there, a sleepy realm of day drinkers that love singing about their oppression for your pleasure. An island of the exotic other, timeless, apolitical and simple. A place of ruggedness, filled with lucky charms and little leprechauns that sell their labour to subsist off the scraps they get given by their multinational slave owners. Somewhere over the rainbow and across the Atlantic Ocean. Nobody in Ireland has ever experienced sadness. How could you be sad? We've got Kerrygold, potato sandwiches, and we all know someone who was an extra on Banshees of Inisherin. Ireland's doing so well these days, even though we're still shaking from the DTs because we haven't had a glass of Guinness in 16 hours. We're not just shaking from alcohol withdrawal. Our real malady is a case of the post-colonial jitters. We're still being choked by the invisible hand of our ancestral trauma, which is why we see housing as less of a human right and more of a financial investment. All of our politicians are masters at understanding what it means to build a home, because they're either coked up landlords, bribers of dodgy property developers, or another form of highly ambitious sociopath. Now, with the echoes of our recent past still haunting us, we try to give up the ghost, living on a consumer-based nutrient cycle that churns between depression and desire. We try to find our freedom by self-regulating the market, when we don't even know how to self-regulate our own emotions without being so drunk that we can't stand up for the national anthem because the room is spinning and we've pissed ourselves. So now we compete against each other to win silly prizes like money, attention, or a roof over our heads. These potato sandwiches aren't actually hitting right. They're turning to ash in my mouth. Are these salt and vinegar? Ireland, a place where our oppressors are kind enough to grace us with surface level wins and policy changes to make it look like we're on the right side of the culture war, while expanding the net of potential foreign investors to pillage the land and turn it into an adult playground for highly skilled workers, distracting us from the corruption that runs to the very core of the state. A celebration of our nation's growing GDP, the profits off the back of economic inequality. The creation of an underclass of workers that'll never be able to afford to live in a home, unless it's on a couch in someone else's utility room. Hey, young people of Ireland, you might be living paycheck to paycheck or clumsily slipping through the cracks of a public healthcare system that leaves you on a waiting list for 18 months when you need to see a therapist. Or you might be on the verge of psychological annihilation. But don't worry about it, because the government just gave the guards €10 million to buy weapons. So the protectors of the peace will keep you safe and unharmed with machine guns on public display. It's so nice to know if things ever get bad enough, they can just round you up and shoot you in the back of the head. Ireland, a place where we sacrifice our individuality for the American dollar. Board fáilte colour our golden hours a yellow painted moon. The hills don't have eyes, but we're meant to look at them and remember that nothing's wrong. Everything's perfect. Nothing ever changes here, because that would leave dirty blotches on the picturesque postcard. That didn't work. I have a plan.